Win a Pageant, episode 33. My clients use their strengths and my clever techniques to get loads of confidence and actually win their pageants. Here's another quick tip to help you out. Let's win a pageant. Hi winners, welcome to another episode of Win a Pageant. I'm your coach, Alycia Darby. In this training, we're talking about the 5 things that you get when you win a pageant. These 5 things go far outside of the prize package alone. Hopefully you have a really awesome prize package, but regardless of the prize package, I really want you to understand these 5 things so that you can use them to their absolute potential and get a lot more out of winning your pageant. So let's dive in. We're going to talk about impact, access, opportunity, money, and my personal favorite, personal development. So let's dive in. Impact. Impact is essentially an increased audience and additional credibility. So think about all the people who impact your life today, probably family members that you know and respect, friends that you really adore or admire, maybe celebrities, people that you follow online, maybe teachers of yours, people that have impact on your life. The reason that they have impact is because you give them credibility. They know something you don't have, or you admire certain characteristics about them. Pageantry provides immediate credibility and an increased audience because now all of a sudden you've got a title to represent who you are and what you represent, and you're able to impact people on a larger scale. I worked with a group before, this was in the fitness industry, who they have a huge following, and something happened to them and they got immediately upset about it and said, we're going to blast them on social media. They wanted to use their social media following because they know that they have an incredible amount of impact because of a huge audience and credibility in that audience's eyes. And they said, I want to, and my response to them is going to be the same of what the advice is I'm going to give to you right now. And that is, do not use your power for evil. Only use your power for good. This is how I manage my own audience and my credibility. My credibility will go down if I start to use my audience and my impact, that ability to impact people's decisions and to change lives. If I use that for evil, that's not a good thing. You really want to use your impact for good. Now, with that said, there are lots of things that you can do. We're going to get to that a little bit later. But first, let's talk about number 2, and that's access. Title holders get to do cool stuff. You really do. I have had so many amazing experiences over the last 10 years during my pageant competition. I've rode in the most coolest parades. I've done really interesting activities. One thing I got to do really recently was to make an actual silver pendant from real silver. I actually got to craft a silver pendant, a jewelry. It was absolutely amazing. I didn't even know people could do that in real life. Think about the access that you get to cool events. I remember going to see concerts and stuff as a title holder. You just get access to things. You really get to do some cool stuff. So use that to your advantage. I tell my clients that to create a list of all the cool stuff that you want to do in your calendar if you were to win. What's all the cool stuff that you want to accomplish? Make note of it because 1 year goes by very quickly. You want to be able to do all those things. When I was competing in Pennsylvania, one of the cool things I wrote down on my list was if I won the title of Miss Pennsylvania, I really wanted to go to a Steelers training camp. And it was happening right after the pageant, so I knew I had to be on my A game, get to know all the contacts and that. So as soon as it happened and I got that crown on my head, I could just immediately go to the Steelers camp. So think broad and think big. What are the cool things that you want to do? Number 3 is opportunity. Now, opportunity, if you are thinking far beyond the crowd, if you're thinking more than just, I want to be a celebrity, I just want this crown on my head, think about what you can do outside of that, because this gives you really amazing opportunity for networking with people that you otherwise wouldn't have access to. And it also gives you an amazing opportunity to showcase your skills. When I was Miss California International, I used that as an opportunity to showcase my skills in on-camera hosting. And I was able to land an on-camera job as a result of that because I was recording all the time. I was structuring videos and things. I was using the skills. I was using that as a platform to create opportunity for myself by showcasing my skills. So think about the networking opportunities that you would have available and everything that opens up to you. Don't just let that year zip past you. Make sure that you use it. Think about 5 years down the road, what are you going to need and how can you use this as an opportunity to network and showcase those skills? Number 4, money. Now this is partially a part of your prize package. So you might get monetary scholarships, you might get just cash awards and stuff, but you also have the opportunity to source for sponsors and to monetize what you're already doing. So one thing that I teach my clients is to always think about the things that you need and the things that others need, and how can you come together to satisfy both of those needs. So let's say that there's a local business. Let's say that you just want to get your teeth whitened. Okay, that's something that pageant girls might want, is teeth whitening. Well, if there's a new dentist that just moved into town, might it be beneficial for them to be a sponsor of you as a title holder or of the pageant itself, and you get free teeth whitening? If you got free teeth whitening and your teeth were just stunningly gorgeous and everybody was complimenting you on your gorgeous teeth, do you think that you probably would say, oh, I actually got them done at such and such dentistry? Probably you would, right? That's an amazing way to create sponsors for your pageant and for yourself. So as a title holder, you've got immediate access to that. Think about the access, the opportunity, the credibility that you have. Use that for sponsors. And then the other thing is monetization. So a lot of pageant women have a really cool legacy project. If you were to sell your legacy project, which might be something like maybe you wrote a book or you put together a packet that you're selling, if you could sell this packet, maybe you don't keep many of the proceeds yourself, but you give them all to a charity of your choice. How cool would that be if you could raise thousands of dollars simply by creating a really great, writing a book or creating a product that's really cool and then selling it online where the proceeds benefit your organization. Money is something you can create, especially as a pageant title holder. So think about ways you can monetize. It could even be paid appearances. A lot of pageants allow you to have paid appearances. So consider that as well. Number 5, my favorite, personal development. Think about the etiquette that you learn. It's certainly character building and you gain immediate confidence. Just by being placed in brand new situations all of the time, by taking some hits, because there will be some moments where people will judge you and you'll have to stand up for yourself. You'll have to recognize your values or make shifts in the things that you're doing, your actions and your integrity. That's character building. And then, of course, etiquette, that's the first one that we all think about because that's the very pageanty one, is that you probably will learn how to behave in social situations. Hopefully you do. Hopefully you have people in your life that are willing to grow you up in that and train you in certain ways so that you really are able to kind of capitalize on these experiences. And that, ladies, is how you win a pageant. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. I'm Alycia Darby, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching that last video. If you totally loved it and got something from it, would you just click subscribe right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel? Hey, I am here for you, and I've got so many more trainings and videos for you. In fact, this one would be a really great one to watch next. Or if that topic doesn't interest you, then try this one. It's my most recent video training. So I think both of these would be really great for you. Thank you again so much for subscribing. I am honored to be your coach. I'll see you again soon.